I'm Dante Maggio. I decided to do my project on Joe Turner's Come and Gone by August Wilson, and I'm doing the set design portion of this project. My ruling idea is August Wilson's Joe Turner's Come and Gone focuses on identity and the struggle to find it for the African American community. With the emergence of the emancipation, this story takes place in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 1911. In Act 1, Scene 1, during the exposition, the audience should feel a sense of power from Seth Hawley as he owns the boarding house, and it is showing how much property he owns. So in the first scene, he is looking down through his window. So I had two window image ideas. The first one would be two that open up laterally, and then the second idea was one that opens vertically. Continuing with Act 1, Scene 1, the garden that he is looking at, I would decide to put a little garden out on the side. The first one has a border of rocks and sticks, while the second one is just sticks. Continuing with Scene 1, Act 1, the back door. So I decided with two ideas. One would be the first image containing one with a window to see through, and the second is just a plain wood door. I also wanted to create a wallpaper for all the walls. I had two ideas. One would be a floral design, and the second would be a more colorful design to make the room more vibrant and alive. Act 1, Scene 4. During the rising action, the audience should feel happy, then become concerned. During the time that they start dancing, and then realize that Loomis cannot stand. So the table images that I decided to look at were two big long tables, one being rectangular, fully wood, and the second would be fully wood as well, but a round oval look. For chairs, I decided that I would have two chairs at both sides or both heads of the tables. They would either have no armrests or they would have armrests, but they would also be completely wood as well. On the sides, I would decide to use benches instead of chairs just to open up the room so you could see more and there's nothing in the way of the characters. Act 2, Scene 5, at the climax, when Harold and Zonya walk back in the boarding house to see Martha standing there, the audience should feel a bit of relief and joy that Harold Loomis decided to come back into the boarding house and see what was going on. I have two ideas for front doors. They'd be different than the back door. There's a nice, the first image would be a nice door that is stained, and the second image would be just a regular old wood door, no staining required. The falling action in Act 2, Scene 5, when Loomis takes the knife and cuts himself, the audience should feel uncomfortable and uncertain of what's to come. So for me, I decided that there would be kitchen stoves where he would have picked up the knife. I decided to pick two from back in that time period, black and white. And then Act 2, Scene 5 as well, kitchen cabinets next to the stove. We have one that you can't see into, and then the other we can see into because clear window. And then Joe Turner, Act 2, Scene 5. The resolution, Harold realizes he's standing, unlike before, now and is now cleansed and decides to leave everyone there. The audience should feel content and pleased with what they have watched by this time. Thank you.